that a pig?
No.
Is it a lion?
No.
What is it?
It's a koala.
Girl, you setting me up, bro.
I'm pro marriage.
Oh, same. Definitely same. I think the media has done an impeccable job at watering down the importance of marriage. I think even sort of painting marriage in a very bad light, in that it's, you're getting, what is it called? You're settling down, or you're
getting trapped.
You're getting locked. What is it called?
Locked by one
Locked down,
person.
something like the terms that people
tied
use.
down.
Tied down. The terms that people use, that are an attempt to be synonymous with marriage are negative, which is really detrimental to the way that people look at marriage. Yes. Right? They don't want to enter a situation where they're tied down or they're settling down. It's sort of an assumption that all the exciting life things that you do when you're single, you cannot do when you're married.
People are seasonal. Relationships are seasonal. The thing is, we are quick to leave when we now have to plow and we have to sow and we have to do the things. We want to live because it's hard. We love to harvest. Like, even it's because of like the doctrine that's preached to us and what we consume. We love soft life. We love harvesting, but we don't really love putting in the work, So when you are in that season of a relationship where you have to put in the work, put in the work. But then that's if it's a workable thing, you can't put in the work in infidelity, my sister.
Yeah, please, you can't.
What work are you have nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with him.
Absolutely.
You can't put in the work when you're being beaten almost to death. There's nothing to work on. Hello, hi, it's your girl Mammi Dearest.
Hi, I'm Kai, aka Adi.
And welcome to Thought Digest, where we
amplify conversations
one thought at a time. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey guys. Hi. See, we're back on the consistency horse. You can't tell us nothing now. We've produced 4 episodes consecutively, one
back to back.
And our snippets. You get what I'm saying? We locked in, tight like a booty hole.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, anyways, give us a life update.
You go first, because I feel like you have so much to say, dude.
Yo, bruh, there's been a lot happening.
Yeah.
This week has actually been a lot. Like, this week deserves like 3 life updates, It's been a lot. At the beginning of the week, I received bad news. But then when I received the bad news, I actually decided to take them and switch them as an opportunity for something new and something good, and I saw the good out of the bad news.
Okay.
So I'm not completely angry about that. I'll let you guys know what the bad news is probably in a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why in a month?
I think by then I'll have everything sorted.
Okay.
So right now it's still bad.
Okay.
Still bad news. It'll be good news if everything gets sorted.
Okay. Hopefully you remember to tell us then.
I will definitely remember, because it's a drastic change.
Okay.
Because it was drastic bad news.
Okay.
So I'll remember.
All right.
But then funny enough, when that bad news hit me, like, I was so calm. When my mom told me, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, I think because this year has been so hectic, God has been so good to me. Through the hecticness, I'm afraid of nothing. I fear no evil.
Awesome.
So so that's the first thing. The second thing that happened was, what happened? Oh, a lot happened. Oh yes, I thought of a new series to start on my YouTube. So remember, I'm doing the 75 hard, coming soon, and then I thought of another series to add as well onto my YouTube. Very excited for that series to come. So it's gonna make me post at least twice.
So you're not gonna tell, dude? You're talking and you're saying nothing. Like, I let it slide with the first one, and bad news you're gonna tell us, and I let it slide. Like, cool. Now you're telling us about a series. You're not telling us what the series is about.
Okay, the series.
Inspiration behind the series.
Okay, the series, literally, I was on a call with my friend, and inspiration comes to me like in the most random times. So the series is gonna be called Mommy and Me.
Okay.
So basically, it's gonna be my mom and I on a couch, and we're basically gonna be tackling our relationship journey from the moment I was born until now. So like her with my birth, everything, how it was in high school when we like had gotten evicted that season in our life, when we were homeless, and then so on and so forth until now.
That's about to be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be
emotional too.
A very emotional series. it's gonna maybe be like 10 episodes max, but it's gonna be a really nice series because I think it's gonna show that like mom and daughter relationships are the worst.
Yeah, and very complicated.
Very complicated and not the best. But then I feel like once you iron out those edges, like your mom can become your literal best friend. So I'm gonna show people how we got to that point, because there was a series in my life where I hated her, she hated me, we hated each other, like a lot was going on, hey. So, and also I feel like it's also a time where maybe she can border where her frustrations with me came from, and I can tell her where my frustrations with her came from. So yeah, there's that series loading. If you guys are excited to watch it, go subscribe there by my channel. Yeah,
scary.
So that's what we're going into. That's the thing, the idea. It literally came to me so randomly. I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I witnessed someone kill themselves yesterday. Funny enough with that, the reason why I'm digesting it well is because I dreamt it. I dreamt it that day. Like I woke up in the morning from a dream and I dreamt in my dream I dreamt 3 students overdosed. And I remember I went into prayer in my dream and I woke up very agitated that day. So that's why, like, normally when I hear commotion upstairs, I never really like get the urge to go and like check what's going on. But when I heard the commotion, I decided to check, and then when I turned around, the person literally like felt them falling behind me, and then I heard the thud, and I just knew that someone like dropped themselves. And it was, guys.
Are you going to accept the counseling that the Res is offering?
No, because
Are you sure?
I don't know. I'm not very good at processing. I told you I can't process death. We've had this conversation.
That's what counseling is for.
Like, we literally had this conversation. I was like, I truly cannot process death. Like, I cannot. And this is like one of those situations, like, it happened. And I know that, like, I'm probably, like, traumatized from it. But I don't feel anything at the moment. So I don't know if I'm going to, like, accept, like, the counseling they're offering. I honestly don't know.
I think you should, because a lot of the times the reality of something traumatic takes a while to sink in. And when it does, it can be very detrimental.
Yeah. I think for me, the punch in the gut came when, like, because I chose for my mental health not to look at the body. Like, I chose not to do that. So so I didn't know who it was. I just knew it was a guy. And then when I found out who it was today in the morning, it hit, because, like, this person was, like, someone who was, like, the kindest person ever. Like, every time you entered the lift and you saw them, they would greet you. Like, I think he was one of the people, like, who helped me move in at the beginning of the year. And it was just, like, I feel like that was, like, it was sad that that's how he left, you know? That's why I say, guys, please, like, look after your mental health, please. And do not go to substances as your way of escape or as your solution. Like, actually seek actual help. I know it's hypocritical coming from me, who's not going to counseling, but seek actual help. So that happened as well yesterday. And then another thing that happened yesterday, okay, now on a sad but lighter note, my friend, her relationship ended. Like, one of my close friends, her relationship ended.
Why is this so entertaining to you?
Because of, like, honestly, the story is funny. Like, I know she's heartbroken and she's crying and all, but the story is truly funny.
So this is how you're going to talk about me when I'm not here, when I'm sad?
No.
You're going to laugh if my relationship ends.
It's in front of
you're
your
going
face.
to laugh if my relationship ends.
It depends how it ends, bruh. It depends. If it's comedic, it's a comedic ending. So, okay, it's sad but comedic. Like, I can't cry. Like, I truly can't cry. So, funny enough, when me and my other friend found out, like, she was in a relationship with this guy. For some reason, we didn't like him. I don't know him personally. I've barely had any encounters with him. Like, he's someone from my childhood, and I don't remember him since then. And even in my childhood, we never interacted. But for some reason, I was not happy she was in that relationship. Maybe that's why I'm like, cheesing, you know, because I genuinely was not happy she was in that relationship. And she was like,
tell her
she's
about
yes, she did say. And I was like, I can't tell you when I have nothing to solidify me not liking the guy. Like, there was nothing he did wrong. I just had a feeling. Like, I can't tell you leave a relationship from a feeling.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Can't tell me leave a relationship at all.
Exactly. You know, let it end. And then I'm just like, oh, let me tell you something after it's ended.
Yeah.
And she was like so hurt that like that's what we did, because we're like, oh, let us tell you something. But to be fair, we know his older brother is married to the friend of mine, the other one who I said her and I didn't like the relationship, is married to her cousin. And she knows about that relationship dynamic, and it's horrid. Horrid. So she kind of was like, I think that's her prejudice came from there. If his older brother moves like that, he most likely moves like that, which he did. Because this guy courted her for like 4 months. 4 months, 5 months. Like, actively courted her. And then they got into the relationship in March. Does Miguel not find out that he started courting a girl in May?
What? They started dating in
March. In May, he was courting someone else. And that girl that he was courting is my friend's friend from varsity. So, this
Can
guy...
I also like put a disclaimer out there that this guy is a Christian guy?
Yes, man of God, from church. From church. So this guy literally pushed and said, I like you, courted her for 4 to 5 months.
Men can be
when she said yes, 2 months later, he started courting someone else.
Yeah, because the goal has been achieved.
And he was
That's how
actively...
really.
He was actively courting that girl. Like, took her out on different times. He even planned, bruh, my friend, after her birthday for the outing, like now, he literally just took her like to like some Chinese restaurant. And you know how cheap food is at Chinese restaurant. So it's out to some Chinese restaurant. Does he not the next day plan an entire picnic at his house with like everything that the other girl likes? She thought she was special, going to his soccer games and stuff, being a wag. Whole time, that girl also went to a soccer game. Literally, she found out now because last week he was out with this girl. Like the weekend, the weekend, last weekend, he was out with her. The weekend, we were out with her. He was out with that other girl, right? And then... Funny enough,
how did you find all of the stuff out?
3 days. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll lead you to the finding out.
Okay.
3 days before that, she bought him Chris Brown tickets. She bought this nigga Chris Brown tickets.
Isn't a ticket like $4,000?
Like, she bought the front row standing. I think that is the 1 point something.
Guys, in the day, you mustn't spend more than $5,000 if he's just your boyfriend. Please.
Front row
for
standing.
My sake.
Tickets.
Can't you get a refund? You can't get a refund.
She can't get a refund. But I was like, girl, let's go together. That's so sad.
You're a scammer. You're a scammer.
That reason why I'm like, I'm Gucci with this relationship. I'm going to Chris Brown, yeah.
You're a scammer.
So yeah, I was like, girl, let's go together. She's like, yeah, let's go together. Cool. So yeah, she got in front row, Chris Brown tickets standing, and then he literally went out with the girl, like with that girl 2 days later. So how she found out is she had a gut feeling. So firstly, you know, I don't know why people in relationships, you don't tell us your red flags when you're in the relationship.
No, because we're protecting our relationship.
Why do you tell us after?
We're protecting it. And Vela say when the relationship, and you're like,
Miguel, would have told you to deep long time ago. Because firstly, how does the brother have a wife, and then he comes to a game or like his younger brother's soccer game with his side chick, and you meet the side chick, and you know the brother has the wife, and you met the wife, and you see that dynamic, and your man ain't saying nothing about it. He sees that dynamic as completely okay. He has a wife who's pregnant. She's currently pregnant.
Man
of God, another man of God.
Say that. Oh snap! The brother's a man of God too. Hey, Ivona, guys.
Scary.
Ivona.
Scary. So that was red flag 1. Red flag 2. This guy said that stop commenting on my Instagram posts because, like, if you comment, don't give like an innuendo that like we're in a relationship. He even blocked her from commenting.
That's a dead giveaway.
He even blocked her from commenting.
That's a dead giveaway. How somebody treats you on social media is a dead giveaway about the extracurricular, extramural, extra marital
activities.
Yes.
Saying don't. He even blocked her
As
from
for
commenting.
don't comment.
He blocked her from commenting.
Mama.
And then I was like, scary.
Okay, I can see why you find this comical.
You see?
Yeah.
And then, okay, cool. So how she found out was his friend, right? Oh yes, there was a day they were supposed to, like, I think link up or something. I don't know. Link up or something. Oh yes, go to watch the Joker. And on that day to go watch the Joker, he's like, no, he's going out on an errand with his friend. So he won't be able to come. But he will let her know that maybe they can go get like dinner after the movie. You know, he'll let her know what time he gets back from the errand. Hi, bo. Okay, errand. Hi, it's time to go get dinner. Oh, we tired, da 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 da. We'll see you tomorrow. Something on that line. So the friend is busy with a girl, like some girl in secret. I don't know. And my friend, my friend is a top 10 investigator. If you want her to find out anything, send her. She will find it. That girl finds out things that. How did she even find out of the secret girl that the friend has? She finds out everything that exists. So this secret girl that the friend has is friends with her friend from varsity, who the guy was busy courting. So, but then like she didn't know what she was gonna find when she went in. So she went to that girl's thingy, seeing that maybe they were with this girl. So she went to that girl's stories. Does that girl not post? Kanti the whole time her man was there. This is an errand you are running. So why would you lie about your whereabouts? It's giving red flag. So when she sees these things, she sees that friend from varsity. And then she's like, it's giving 2 by 2. So what does she do? She's like, I don't even need to go and ask the guy direct. Let me call friend from varsity. She calls friend, hey, bruh, I know it's been long. It's been 2 years. I haven't spoken to you. How's life? Bruh, let me tell you something. Gets worse. I know this guy. I'm busy with this guy. Do you know him? Friend from varsity, like, girl, sit down.
That's my me.
Like, she says, sit down. She spills all the tea. She tells her when he started talking to her, what dates they went on, where she's been, what they've been. She's like, bruh, I even asked him about you. Because, like, I felt like something is happening with you. He even said her name wrong, bruh. Like, he acted like he didn't know her at all. He's like, oh, that girl, Bani from church. And it wasn't even her name. So he acted like he didn't even know the girl's name.
It just keeps getting worse.
He even told this girl he's going to Chris Brown.
Further and further
and his sister bought him the Chris Brown ticket.
I'm your sister? I'm your sister?
Man of God. Scary.
The story makes me want to pull my braids out.
Yeah.
This is insane. Man,
yeah.
God. And this is somebody that you have to attend church service with on Sunday.
He had the audacity on Sunday to pitch up at church. And then he doesn't go to her direct to go and apologize. He calls her, he says, this man must burn.
They say there are dogs in the house.
This man must burn.
There are dogs in the house. Mama.
That's my life update.
You gave your life update and 2 other people's life updates and I think you've consumed our life update time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No,
we can move into our culture. It's fine. I ain't got anything to update y'all on, to be honest.
There's no juice.
So I'm glad you just took up that whole 15-20 minutes
of like a life update. I know, y'all. I'll tell you, it's been a hectic week.
It has been. That sounds very eventful. Very eventful. Quite the opposite of my life. Very much the opposite of my... Is today Monday?
It's Monday.
Yeah, I don't remember what has happened in the past 7 days. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Caiah and I went out to a sip and paint. She got her foot massage.
Oh, guys, that's my favorite thing in the world.
She literally was so happy.
A massage? Anyway, just touch me. This sounds so wrong. But I enjoy massages. And that's not even life update worthy.
But then it was a nice event. It was cute.
It was really cute. I wish it was like on a side. I wish it was larger too. We didn't have space.
Yeah.
Also,
there was no direction.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, the organizers did like a maybe 70% good job.
Yeah.
And that mostly comes from the vendors that they had there.
Yeah.
But in terms of their organization skills, which is like 30% of the event, yeah, they failed dismally. But it was cute.
As for dismally, thankfully we did not mention the event. But if you saw, you saw.
Yeah, if you saw, you saw.
What's our girl chat topic?
Our girl chat topic is girl code.
Girl code.
So we've done this topic before at the
Girls Night In
podcast.
And Michelle.
So you can go watch that episode. It was really cute. Now our version of it is kind of similar. So we'll be ranking our girl codes, like from number 1 to number last.
Okay. I didn't really rank them. I just thought of them.
Okay. Give me.
But at the top of my list is definitely the situation I told you about in Cape Town. Yes. Oh my gosh! As my friend, right? If you see something happen, let me say, how do I not give this away?
No, but then the public won't know.
They will know.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if something happens that I definitely need to know about,
yes,
and you keep it a secret from me,
yes,
more than keeping it a secret from me, you go and kiki about it with your other friend behind my back. We're done. We are done. Whether you see my sibling do something nuts, or you see my partner do something nuts, or you see something that requires
another girl say something about me.
Exactly. Somebody's gossiping about me, and you neglect to tell me. Instead, you go kiki about it. You and I are done. In fact, you cease to exist. You're dead. Dead. And I know as a Christian, I
y'all are
dead
to
that
her.
way, but
you know yourselves. So dead. Like
to me,
for that
bro.
situation, y'all were a snake for that situation.
Also, if you hear that like somebody is spreading rumors about me, and you know what the rumor is, or you know what the conversation is, and you don't let me know, I'm done with you. I am so done. I'm never ever. And I think my toxic trait is that you won't even know that I've cut you off.
Yeah, she has that. Cause like she came to me the other day. She's like, "Oh my God, those girls kicking her with me. Like, life's good." I'm like, bro, they don't know you cut them off. They don't know they did to you.
And you really will never know. You'll say, text, phone when we are in public. She doesn't even greet me. It's like you're a ghost.
But then
you
see, when things like this happen, then they have it messed up because people love being victims in the story.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna be like, "Oh, Kai just switched up on me."
She says, "No, I don't give a damn. I don't give a hot damn." You know what? Me switching up, not even switching up on you, but me ghosting you per se is way better than what I really want to do. Praise God.
That brings me to my thingy.
Yeah.
For me, I thought of like, when you're talking about this, inherit my beef, y'all.
That's what I'm saying.
Please inherit.
If somebody's my enemy,
inherit my beef. Like, I'm not saying that go around and be snacks and like swear them or anything like that, but then you can't be friends with them like on a kicking, in close spaces. You can be cordial with them. I don't need you to be fighting with them. You can laugh with them in public, whatever it is. Mara like you text each other, you are kicking, when you know damn well me and that girl are enemies for life.
I'm done with you.
You snake. And it doesn't work, that thing. It's either one of the two. It's either you betraying me or you betraying her. One of the two. And I don't like being betrayed. So rather choose her. If you can't choose her.
Even in a 3-way friendship, let's say we had a third friend here, and you and that third friend fall out, I have to pick a side. There's no playing both sides. There's no neutrality. Anybody who's neutral is automatically on the enemy side. Done. That's how war works, guys.
And but taking a friend of all is not a friend of God. Which are
what?
Which are you're not doing right. You can't be like friends with everyone. You can't be cordial with everyone.
I hear that.
You know, if you see it, why I'm saying you're not a friend with God is you are, in a way, making something that is wrong permissible.
Yeah.
You're literally saying whatever that
okay.
person did to hurt you,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Fully. Okay. All
So
right. Okay.
shady.
My next one is, if you badmouth somebody, you're dead to me. And this is how this works, right? Because like I spoke in the previous episode, how like sharing tea or whatever is very essential to girlhood,
Yes.
right? And there's a difference between doing that and bad mouthing somebody, right? Where you either start body shaming them, or you speak ill of them, or you accuse you
False
basically,
accusation.
yeah, you accuse them of something, or you make them seem of bad character.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? You villainize them. You and I are not friends. We're done. I won't even confront you about it. I'll just go let you be evil that side. I'll let you go be demonic that side with other people. I will just cease communicating.
That's true. You can see
Done.
the difference between like gossip and just plain like like you are not gossiping. You're not telling
being
me
so
what you
cruel.
saw or what you know. You are telling me it's not even about the telling, it's how you tell it.
Yeah.
You know that dirty girl, that one there.
We're so done. There was a girl who we were friends actually. So sad. We were friends. Well, we were friends for the sake of the conversation. And she came to me. We were maybe she was intoxicated that day and she was going through her own thing. And I think in that moment, maybe she felt a little bit ashamed about what she had done on the day, because she had fought her boyfriend's side chick in public, and it was mad, right? And she comes to me in the midst of all of this commotion. She says, the streets are talking and the streets are telling me that you and this person, I cut her off immediately. I went home. I was like, I'm done with you.
The streets are telling her
Yes,
about you.
About me and somebody else. So she's like, confirm or deny, like, tell me what it is, because I heard in the streets. And I'm like, I didn't even bother to ask her, who are the streets? Where are the streets? What did the streets say? I didn't even bother. I went where? Home.
Yeah, it's not
I
about
said, I ain't never going to. If you are coming to me about what the streets are, why are you in the streets enough to hear what is being said about me? More so, it was her approach as well.
Yes, it's not about what
was
they
like,
say, it's the approach. Like, hey,
I heard. I heard. You heard. Continue to hear. Put your ear to the ground. Put your ear to the wall, and you will never hear from me again. Rubbish. Don't come to me.
Nah, that is so real. I was at a situation with a girl, right? And she literally came to me. She's like, oh, someone said that you've been talking about me. Da, da, da. And it was like at a work function of some sort. And I was genuinely shocked. Because I'm like, oh my God, I don't know you well enough to be talking about you.
Yeah.
It's either if I talked about you, I talked about the situation we're in.
Yeah.
Not about you.
Yeah.
Because I don't know you well enough to talk about you. So I was very curious.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like how she said it, you know? And like, it's like, oh, damn, if that thing really bothered you to that extent, why didn't you hit me up on the phone and say, hey, Mpo, this is what's happening. Why did you say this? And then I'll explain to you, this is why I said this. This is the way in which I said it. And if it wasn't coming from ill intent, or if it was coming from ill intent. Imagine now you come, you throw it at me in the middle of a thingy, and then you leave the bomb. I'm not gonna follow up. I will not follow up. I will not call you and say, oh my God, what were you saying, girl? Because I feel like that's very kiss ass, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll rather leave you with your innuendos and move on with my life. Like,
I hear you fully. What's your next one?
I
think we can do 3 each.
Okay, be honest even if it hurts.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I need you to be honest even if it hurts me. And the reason why I say this is because I need you to be that way to me because I'm that way to you.
Yeah.
I'm very honest.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bad character. Like, even though, like, because my honesty, I need to work on how my delivery is of my honesty.
Yes.
Because I'm very honest, but I don't have great delivery. I can
Admit
attest
that,
to that, you know. So, yes, please give me the same level of honesty, even if it hurts. Hence the tell me, even if it hurts. Tell me what whoever is doing, even if it hurts me. Let me know, even if it hurts me. If you don't like how I was dressing, let me know. Yo, girl.
Yeah.
Even if it hurts me.
Yes.
Let me know.
Yes. I think also, it's a matter of protecting my image as well. Like, be very honest. You have to care about my image as much as I care about, as much as I care about my own. Do you know what I'm saying? How you would look out for yourself, look out for me as well. I fully get that. Sure. You see that one of you witness something that you, Anyway, my next one. What is my next one? Oh, it slipped my mind now because I was thinking I was stealing from you. It slipped my mind. Do you have another one? Just
Let me see.
Until mine comes back.
Okay, let me do this one.
I forgot.
Oh yes, provide unconditional support even if you don't agree.
Yeah. You're losing me.
No, listen. Let me elaborate. Let me fully elaborate,
Go ahead.
I like honesty. So one
Yeah.
thing about me, you see, I was not happy about that relationship.
Yeah.
But when she was kicking her ring happy in the relationship,
Yeah.
I was with her, kicking
Yeah.
her ring,
Yeah.
Like you're happy,
Yeah.
But I'll let you know that, hey man, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like I'll warn you before. I'll be like, don't go for that person. Chances are you'll be hurt.
Yeah.
Or don't do that. Chances are you'll be hurt.
Yeah.
But if you go on it, you decide to do it, I'm not gonna now like ostracize you unless it's something really bad.
Yeah.
I will support you in your nonsense.
Okay, I feel like relationships, that makes sense for relationships. But if your lifestyle changes in a manner that I don't agree with completely, like even, okay, let me not be too controversial here, but if you go against my beliefs fully, like you start giving me crystals now, the friendship is over.
No, that is so real.
Especially when we've had conversations about what I know to be witchcraft and all of this stuff, and you present me with healing crystals and tell me about aura, and your aura is orange, and you start smoking weed, and I was like,
you're just like, nah, I don't agree with you, but I can't support you.
Yeah.
That's fair, because I have a friend, our girl, she is distancing herself from a friend because of like her friend's choices that she doesn't like. They go fully against her morals, and she's like, the thing is, I can't be friends with you because one, it goes against my morals, and two, I don't want you to be associated with me. I don't want people to see you and see me, because that's what's gonna happen. We're friends, we move together. Imagine people will think I live your lifestyle, and that's not me. So she's like, yeah,
absolutely. You see, in that situation, that's not unconditional support. I'm dipping.
Okay, do you think?
I don't remember it. We can just move on to the game. If I do remember it, I'll mention it later.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Today's game is guess the sound.
Well, I'm gonna do animal sounds.
I also chose animal sounds. I don't know any other sounds.
You could have chosen like famous memes. Okay, let me look for famous memes, I guess.
No, you can still do animals. I guess we will do animals.
But what if we have the same animals?
Did you already listen to the sounds?
Yes.
Oh, damn. So it's also pointless for me to give you animals. Because you might know. Imagine you have my sounds.
Okay, we'll do
and I'll do a test run.
Of what?
A sound.
Dun dun dun.
Wait. I'm broke. Let me buy data quickly. I don't want to be like,
let's see if there's famous.
Hotspot me.
I can ask, dude.
Can you hotspot?
Okay. It's on.
Friends that hotspot you. Friends for life.
It's on. Say most popular memes, let's see.
But then, like, how do you... Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But when you search memes, it shows you pictures. It doesn't show you...
No, let's just do the animals. Let's just stick to the animals.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Do you want to start or should I start?
You start.
I'll give you an easy one. How many guesses do we get? 3.
3, yeah. That's a mosquito.
No. Not you trying to make the sound.
That's the sound that annoys me at night. It's a mosquito.
No.
A fly?
No.
A bee?
Yes.
Okay. I did think bee first, but it sounded so mosquito-y.
Yeah, it does sound mosquito-y, bro. But it's a bee.
Okay, me.
What the heck is that? What the heck is that, bro? Give me a clue. Is it a land animal?
Yes. Yes, it's a land animal.
What the heck is that, bro?
It's a land animal. It's big. Very big.
Elephant.
No.
That's definitely not an elephant. Bro, I give up. I've never heard that sound in my life.
It's a baby rhino.
How the...
That's the point. It's supposed to be tricky.
No. How would I know that? Okay, now
Supposed
I'm
to be
gonna make
tricky.
it difficult for you. Young papela much.
He didn't look. Please play it again.
Play it
Horse.
again. No, last case.
A chicken. A duck. Okay,
You'll be
give me a
so-
hint.
No, you're done.
I gave you a
You
hint.
had like 4 guesses, bro.
Okay, fine.
It's actually hyena.
Oh damn.
I would have never known either if you played it, bro.
Oh damn. Oh damn. That's crazy.
And hyena's supposed to be laughing. This doesn't sound like a laugh. Ay.
Okay.
We're being scammed. That ain't no. A hippo. That's not a hippo?
No.
That's not a hippo?
No.
You're scamming me, bro.
It's not a hippo. It's not a hippo.
You're scamming me. That sounds like it was in water.
No. Doesn't live on water.
Wait, what? Please play one more time. Is that a pig?
No.
Is it a lion?
No.
What is it?
It's a koala.
Girl, you setting me up, bro.
It's a koala.
Who doesn't want to see me win in this life, bro?
Nah.
Who would have guessed koala? Do you even know what a koala sounds like?
No. That's my first time hearing it with you.
It's so annoying, bro. Let's do an easy one because
You look a bird.
yeah, it's a kind of bird, yeah.
Peacock.
No?
Gazelle.
A gazelle.
It's not a bird, I know.
Hey.
A duck.
No.
Does it? A dove.
No, it's a penguin.
Damn. Damn. Okay.
So how am I supposed to know which kind of bird it is, bruh? It's
not
a
a
bird,
bird.
that thing. Eh? Ay.
It's not a bird.
Ay, you're scamming me to the 9. Yo, you did me so dirty, dog. That's not a bird. Allow it. Just tell me what it is.
It's a cheetah.
Huh? No. I refuse.
It's a cheetah. In the wild.
And it is a cheetah. How am I? It is a flipping cheetah. Oh my gosh. We don't know anything. We must go binge watch National Geographic because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
How? Why are you not playing?
I did that.
No, never that.
It's a crawling animal. It shakes its tail. It rattles. It's a rattlesnake.
Yes! On the first try.
Rattlesnake. Okay, let me give you the last one. This is my last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an elephant. Finally. Before she tells me it's a mockingbird. Ganja!
It's an elephant.
Okay, my last one is... You're going to be so surprised what this is.
A dog?
Nah.
Okay, give me a hint. Fly, land, what is
Land.
Wow. A lion?
Nope.
A baboon?
Lion.
Bruh, did you hear how a koala sounded? Anything can happen.
Actually.
A baboon?
Nope. Last guess.
Oh my god. Just give it to me.
It's a zebra.
Huh?
Can you imagine? A bird.
Huh?
Guys, if we were to live in the wild, we're done for. We're
Like,
finished. We're
would hear an
done for. We're
animal
dead.
and think it's a bird. Can't the whole time it's a cheetah.
Exactly.
Like, no, it's just a bird.
all the time, and we're like, oh, there's a nice cat in the wild.
Yeah.
And there's a cheater. We're dead. Can't go camping with us.
And you are not survivors.
At all. Do you know how to make a fire?
Yeah.
Me neither. I hear you lying.
Not from like,
From scratch
Not
in
from,
the
like,
wild.
I don't know how to do it like this.
Without
I can
the-
do firewood. with the matchstick and the lint, and you go.
It doesn't count.
I can give it.
Talking about from scratch. You use the angle of the sun, the magnifying glass,
And then you go.
Something. I don't
No,
know.
it's fine.
The men know these things.
Maybe we'll have.
They're the ones who collect firewood anyway.
We'll have girls in the desert. Maybe we'll do a series, Girls in the Wild.
Girls in the wild will fail dismally. Let's move on to our long topic.
So today's long topic, I wanted, when I thought of this, I wanted us to try something new. Maybe this is something we can have like every other, I don't know, month, 2 months, every other 2 months.
Yeah.
It's basically ask the girlies.
Ask Caiah and
Ask us.
So
Ask
we
us.
use that question thing on Instagram.
Yes.
To prompt you guys to ask us some questions. So we're going to choose a few of those questions to answer. I think we'll also give shout outs as well. It's a perfect opportunity to shout out the person who's asking the question, unless it's a very personal one.
Okay.
Then we won't. But if it's a generic one, then we'll happily give you guys a shout out. Do you have a particular question that you want to start with?
Yeah, no.
You don't?
Yeah, I don't have. There's so many questions, guys. You'll
There is
ask
quite a lot.
so many questions. Okay, let me start from like the bottom up and choose my best. Ooh, this person said, I am 19 right now and my boyfriend proposed to me.
So, no.
People are saying it won't last. I feel like breaking up with him. What do I do?
Yo, 19. I'm just trying to think, where was I at 19, right? Or where are girls usually when they're 19? Nara Smith got married at 1920, and that's worked out pretty well for her.
For now?
What do you mean? She got 3 kids. So she good. She got 3 kids. She got a house. She got 2 houses, I think. You know, and she got millions of followers. She makes
life is very long, guys.
Video.
Life is very long.
What do you mean? What if
like I want to see them like at their deathbeds in like at the age of 60.
Which you probably will.
To see that it works.
You know what? Actually, also I was joking about you saying no. That was just my instinctive answer. I think there are a lot of factors to consider when getting married to somebody. The longevity of that marriage is one to consider. Is it feasible that you guys will be together comfortably? That is leaving your parents' home a good idea at the moment? Are you in a financial place to do that? Are you in the mental space to do that? Do you have anything for yourself as a 19-year-old? Do you have any source of income? Do you have any sort of independence? Do you know what it is like to not depend on your parents and be on your own? You probably don't. So I think there are a lot of life phases that are healthy to go through before you get married, because getting married at an age where depending on somebody can be detrimental to oneself is very risky. Because like I used Nara Smith as an example, but she's also a very unrealistic example, because she got scouted when she was 12 to be a model.
She's been working.
And she had been making her own money for years before she met Lucky Blue Smith, and she had her own form of independence for years. And because she had her own form of independence, there are life stages that she went through. You know what I'm saying? She got to know herself mentally. When you're out of the house for a very long time, it also forces you into solitude, and solitude forces you to get to know yourself. And so she was already a very mature version of herself at 19. Therefore, marriage made sense. Do those things apply to you at 19 right now? Probably not. So marriage is not a good idea.
And she fully encompassed everything I was gonna say. Everything, even like with the Naras, you said everything, man.
Yeah.
Like, where are you when? Are you 19 in matric and you wanna get married? Don't do it.
Yeah.
Unless your parents are wealthy. Do not make wealthy people's blueprint your blueprint.
Absolutely.
As a black child.
Yeah. As a black child as well, because I think when you get married, you're going to start having sex. You're going to start having unprotected sex. And then you have a baby. And then, are you ready for a baby?
Like, there's so many factors. Like,
many
I
factors.
think you need to, like, figure yourself. Because I was telling my friend, imagine, I'm 21 and I don't think I'm ready for even a serious relationship. Because I was like, I'm in a season of my life where I don't think I'd be the best version of my partner. Like, the best version of myself. Because there's a lot I need to navigate. Did I think I was going to be in this season 2 years ago? No. I thought I was ready to get married 2 years ago. And 2 years later, I'm not even sure if I'm ready for a committed relationship. Or a relationship nonetheless.
And we're not saying your relationship should end. No, you guys can still be boyfriend and girlfriend. Just put marriage far in the back of your mind. for now.
In the back burner.
Right.
It's fine. In these situations, it's fine to date 6 years. It's okay in this situation.
Because
when
you're
you
19.
Yeah, when you're 25, 6 years is not really feasible. But when you're 19, 6 years, perfect sense.
I hear you on that. Also, if you can help it, veer away from permanent decision making before 25.
Yes. Because your frontal lobe has not fully developed.
That's it. Says somebody who's probably going to be married within the next year. Barige. I said if you can help it. I can't help it. Oh my goodness. This one is also along the same lines of what we've discussed. Bukani is asking, what is our view on marriage? Very broad question, but I think...
Okay, I'm probably going to come
big
from it
conversation to have.
very like one-dimensional.
Okay, because you're a Christian girl.
Yeah. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. I kind of agree with Bambizaban, the lady we like from America.
Candace.
Yeah, Candace Owens. I don't get, if you're not Christian, why, like if you're like not religious, why you would go into marriage. Because like it makes, that's what Candace said. Candace said that if you're an atheist, marriage is not pointless. It's pointless for you. Because you don't believe in a covenant. You don't believe in all those things. So what's the point?
Okay. So
What is the point?
I hear that.
You know, for a contract, that's when marriage becomes just a contract. When there's no belief and faith to back it up.
Yeah.
It just becomes a contract, which is pointless.
Yeah.
You know, if you're doing it just for paper, don't do it, you know. But then if you're doing it for what the spiritual, religious, and emotional implications of it, then it's a beautiful thing. I feel like it's a nice environment, firstly, to raise kids.
Not even nice, it's the ideal.
Yeah, it's the ideal environment to raise kids if you're married to the right person and if you are also the right person. It's the right environment to grow with someone. I'm a firm believer that humans cannot be alone. We desire companionship. And I feel like it's a beautiful, like I find it to be such a beautiful thing, you know? Like if done right, it can be such a beautiful thing. If done wrong, all hell can break loose. So yeah, I'm pro marriage.
Oh, same. Definitely same. I think the media has done an impeccable job at watering down the importance of marriage. I think even sort of painting marriage in a very bad light, in that it's, you know, you're getting, what is it called? You're settling down, or you're getting
trapped.
You're getting locked. What is it called?
Locked by one person.
Down, something like the terms that people
tied
use.
down.
Tied down. The terms that people use that are an attempt to be synonymous with marriage are negative, which is really detrimental to the way that people look at marriage, right? They don't want to enter a situation where they're tied down or they're settling down. It's sort of an assumption that all the exciting life things that you do when you're single, you cannot do when you're married, right?
Which is a big lie.
Which is a big lie. You can still travel the world and still experience things. And
it's better when there's two incomes.
Exactly. Yes.
Two incomes.
A household with no kid. Oh my gosh. You guys
live your best life. The husband's salary pays all the immediate bills. Wife's salary is for the nice things, the traveling. Guys, I tell you, life hits harder when there's two incomes. I'm telling you.
Love is sweeter. When money enter, love is sweeter. Come on.
So it has so many positive connotations. I think most of the negative about marriage comes from the sexualized culture that we have now. People love promiscuity. Like, imagine downing down marriage so bad, watering it down so bad. You literally comparing it to like a meal. Oh, how does it feel eating the same rice and chips your whole life?
Actually, you know, what was interesting? Lovely. I like the segue. What was interesting last week, 2 weeks ago, if we're thinking about when this episode comes out, was when I was talking about the whole baddie situation and my partner liking this pig, and then when I people brought up the Madonna whore complex, right? And then they also brought up this analogy that MacG and them used, the cooler box versus the fridge. The fridge is long term, something that stays at home that can keep more food, and then the cooler box is just for the party. It's just for now. It's just for outside. That is such and it did kind of explain the way that men think, because again, there must have been a factory fault there. But it did grant some perspective, and I also just read on the Madonna whore complex, right? It's actually part of psychoanalytic literature, right? Which is the inability to maintain sexual arousal within a committed and loving relationship. So there's a differentiation between love and desire, or love and lust. And so when men engage with and they like the baddie pictures, and they are sexually attracted to the baddie, it's only a matter of lust. And also let's say the consequence of no longer feeling sexually attracted to your long-term partner because they're your long-term partner. Does that make sense? All of these explanations were provided in the comment section. This is not my own. Like I said,
No.
men to come explain that for themselves. But it's an interesting thing that affects the way that marriage is perceived.
Besides it, also this thing complex makes me like, it ties down to also a video I saw where basically the lady was like, after you have a child, I don't know, something changes and the relationship changes. That's why most relationships end after the first baby, and I think for people who have kids outside of like marriage, when they have the child, for them it automatically becomes a long-term partnership, and that's why you would lose interest, because there's a long-term partner. You see, now it becomes real. Hooray, this is lifelong. There's a life, you know. Oh, damn.
Oh, there's another discourse that I completely disagree with when it comes to marriage, is that, and it happens amongst Christians mostly, is that marriage is a way to glorify God. Who told you that? Where did you get that? Because when you read scripture, it speaks about man and woman becoming one flesh. Man must leave his father's household, and that's one way that it's spoken about in scripture. Then another way that it is spoken about is as a means to, not as a means, but if you are unable to contain the sexual desires, and you're unable to control yourself, get married. This is what that's what Paul says, right? Those are the only two conversations that are discussed, or the only two conversations that are had in the Bible regarding marriage. A lot of the times Christians like to reference Christ being the bridegroom and the church being the bride. That's a whole different dynamic, bro. And then even this idea of soul ties, that's not biblical, guys. Throw it away. Because again, when they reference soul ties, they talk about, hey, man and woman becoming one flesh. Didn't say one soul, flesh. Read scripture as it is. And then they also reference David and Jonathan.
There's also
there's no such thing as soul ties, guys. Stop.
But there's also a verse where it's also biblical. Apostle Paul, Paul, where Paul does talk about why make your body filthy, why defile yourself and defile your temple by associating yourself with prostitutes. That's so having sex with multiple people does defile your body, your temple, and has spiritual impacts.
What is the spiritual? It's not scriptural.
But it's there. Like, I'll find the verse for you.
Okay, we'll discuss that. But
I'll find the verse for you.
That's a discourse that I disagree with. That marriage is a way to glorify God. No, marriage.
Okay, the glorify God is.
Yeah,
that's different. But the spiritual impacts about having sex, I mean, Apostle Paul speaks on it. I will get it for you.
Okay, you'll find it. But I don't believe in sometimes because it's not scripturally backed. Anyway, those are my thoughts on marriage. I wanted to say something else. Oh yes, marriage is the only covenant that is recognized by God. The only romantic covenant, the only relationship that God recognizes. He doesn't recognize boyfriend and girlfriend, fiancé, sneaky linky, in what, in Biden. He doesn't recognize all of that. So I'm very pro-marriage because I want to engage in a union that God recognizes.
And when God recognizes a union, he also helps that union, like, yo guys, I see so many TikToks, I'm like, this is so false. Someone be like, oh my God, God was faithful God was so faithful to us from our girlfriend boyfriend stage till our marriage. God only saw you for the first time as a couple when you said I do. Before I do, God was not involved. He was not there when you guys were fornicating. He was not there. He was not there. Please stop it. Children of God, stop it.
What's the we spent too much time together.
How do you
that was very it was very what is the word I'm looking for? Yes, it was very in sync.
How do you know when to leave a relationship or a friendship?
Sure. Also another discourse that I completely disagree with is the one where people say you should leave when it no longer serves you. excuse me. Why are you in relationships and friendships only for the purpose of being served? It should be the other way around.
Yes.
You should be focusing on serving
the other person. Yes.
So
That's the whole premise of, okay, yeah, guys, shame. Our values are very strongly based on our religion. So everything you gotta
Also
ask
common
is gonna
sense.
tie down.
yeah.
Actually, everything we're gonna say has to tie down to our belief.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
So God did not put you on this world so that other people serve you. He put you here to serve others. Like when he talks about different relationship dynamics and everything, Jesus came down and he served us. You know? And what did we do? We served him. Those are the best type of relationships, you know, where you serve the other
Servitude, yeah.
person. Like you don't love the person if every reason for you loving them has to do with you. Ne? So if you want to say I love someone, everything about loving them has to do with you, what you do for them, how you serve them. I love showing up for that person. I love lifting that person up. I love praying for that person. When you come and say, oh, this woman prays for me. This woman lifts me up. This woman serves me. And that's why I love her.
Selfish. Narcissist.
You are not my man.
So I think in hindsight, or like in light of this conversation that we're having, when it is time to leave a relationship is when that servitude is not being reciprocated. That's one. Two, we've spoken about toxic relationships in length. If it has become really unhealthy to the point where it's causing you some kind of death, you know, emotional death, mental death, spiritual death,
yeah.
you gotta go. So I think those are the situations where you absolutely have to leave. And then betrayal. So sometimes there are situations outside of toxicity that are grounds for you to leave a relationship. So infidelity, even God recognizes that as grounds to leave, right? So, infidelity and also betrayal. I feel like the person who should be most loyal to you is your partner. And if you feel absolutely betrayed by them, then that's grounds for you to leave as well. Whether it's financial dishonesty. I think somebody taking money out of your bank account to go gamble it away is grounds for you to leave. You know, so there are situations like that. Think about how gross of an injustice or how much they have sinned against you enough for you to leave. That should be grounds. But things like, I think also our generation, I've said this before, that we lack the what somebody I saw TikTok, forgot his name, what somebody I saw on the internet called stickability, the ability to stick things through. We lack that ability. Our parents stayed together. Well, not my parents,
Not
but
mine
let's say,
as well. Yeah.
let's say the older people that managed to stay together, it's because they didn't allow their relationship to be destroyed by, I wouldn't say the little things, but things that can genuinely be worked through. I think mental illness in a relationship, I still stand by this, I said this a year ago, mental illness is something that you can work through as a duo, you know. What else? I think financial instability is something that you can work through
yeah.
as a duo. Things like that are not, for me, are not grounds to end long-term relationships.
Yeah.
In fact, it's foundation to build an even stronger relationship. Not to say that you must stick with your broke boyfriend no matter what. No, please. That's not what I'm saying. If he's broke and he's not doing anything about his brokenness, leave, please, for the sake of your children.
There's even scripture that says that you must leave.
But seasons of instability, seasons of mental illness, seasons of turmoil, seasons of struggle, seasons of... there are even times where people shut down. When your partner shuts down on you, I don't think that's reason to leave them. I think that's even more reason to draw nearer, because something has gone wrong.
Yeah. Like, life is very seasonal. Everything is very seasonal. Even in scripture, it talks about seasons, you know. There's a season to sow, to reap, to harvest, you know. So even people are seasonal. Relationships are seasonal. You know, the thing is, we are quick to leave when we now have to plow and we have to sow and we have to do the things. We want to live because it's hard. We love to harvest. Like even it's because of like the doctrine that's preached to us and what we consume. We love soft life. We love harvesting, you know, but we don't really love putting in the work, you know. So when you are in that season of a relationship where you have to put in the work, put in the work. But then that's if it's a workable thing, you know. You can't put in the work in infidelity, my sister.
Yeah, please. You can't.
What work are you? You have nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with him.
Absolutely.
You can't put in the work when you're being beaten almost to death. There's nothing to work on. You know, you cannot love a person out of abusing you. You can't.
True.
You can't. He will continue.
True.
He will continue live.
It's true.
There is a difference between working and begezellaring nonsense.
Yeah, begezelling what done. Please, Gen Z, let's check that out of the window, please. Thanks. Let's get it.
Now you are financially independent, please. It is the old generation. The mother that stayed all the way beating her was because she didn't have means to survive. She did it for the kids. That's when you do it for the kids. But now, when are you working? My sister, run. A man can't take your money and buy his side chick a car.
Damn.
Run.
You saw that thingy.
I saw it.
Damn.
I saw it.
Or the woman bought the man the car, and then on his wedding day he gifted it to his wife. Did you see that one?
I saw that one.
Ugh.
But then that video that they're using to show that incident
It's not the one.
Yeah.
Ugh. Also, I think you know that you truly love somebody, or somebody knows that you truly love them when you work with them through the difficult parts, through the uglies, through the 5-year-old version of them that was abused. You love them through that version of themselves. That's when they know you love them. Not when everything's hunky-dory and your balance is balancing, 4 pockets full, and you're happy, you're mentally hardy-da. No, when the going gets tough, that's when real love is expressed. All right. Let's see. They say we must forgive and forget, but how do you forget? This is from Amor_Busi2.
I don't believe in forgiving and forgetting.
Dun, dun, dun.
I believe in forgiving.
Dun, dun, dun.
Forgetting is stupidity. Like, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's genuinely how I feel. You can 100% forgive someone for how they've wronged you.
Yeah.
You know? 100% forgive them. It's God's responsibility for them to ask forgiveness from God, and then they are washed by the blood, and then they appear clean in front of God's eyes. Has nothing to do with you. Now, your job, your commission is to forgive them. Not even for them, for your own soul, for your own heart, so that you can heal, so that you can grow. You remember you said something before the cameras are on, that when you praise and worship while your heart is angry, God does not receive that worship, type of thing. So that's why you forgive. But forgetting is a whole different chat. Forgetting means that when you are fine, you'll forget and you'll fall back into that situation, and then you have to forgive again and forget again and forgive again. Nah, just forgive. Forgive and set boundaries if you need to.
And Clarissa spoke about this very well in the last episode, where she said forgiveness does not equal access. I think you can easily forgive somebody and then still keep them at arm's length. It doesn't mean you're holding what they did against them, but you're also protecting yourself and your boundaries. So there are certain transgressions, should I say, that you can work past and still cultivate a relationship in light of that, also having forgiven them. And then there are atrocities that you have to stay far away from this person, but you no longer... in English, Mbali.
You're not holding them by the heart.
Please,
you don't have resentment.
Oh, yes. You don't have resentment for them, despite what they did to you. And forgiveness is an incredibly difficult thing to do, guys. I struggle with forgiveness to this day because I'm a very proud human being, and it had taken a very long time for me to admit this. And I'm proud in the sense that I want to exact justice on my own. Like, how dare you do this to me? You gotta pay for that. And that's pride. Because a lot of people think pride is sort of being braggadocious and being egotistical and thinking you're above people. No. Oh, yes, that is pride. But another function of pride is thinking you can take justice into your own hands because the person has committed a transgression against you, and so you feel how dare you, when in reality you too have wronged other people. I think that's what has made forgiveness really difficult for me, is the whole retribution thing that we were talking about off camera, where it's like the immediate instinct is to want retribution. Do you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, the way that, no matter what you believe in, unfortunately, the way that belief works, whether it's karma, whether it's God, whether it's other things, it doesn't happen in your own timing. If you believe in a higher power, then you should believe in that higher power absolutely. And the fact that that higher power knows better than you do and will exact that justice in their own timing, or in his own timing. Let me be specific to Caiah, the Christian girl. You have to have faith in the fact that God will exact that justice at a time that is right, and he sets the time for that.
Yeah, his own timing in his own way.
So
May not be the way you want it to be.
Yeah, I agree with you. Forgetting is not wise.
Yeah, forgetting is the trap that the transgressor wants to get you in, so that they can inflict that pain on you again. You're supposed to forgive and forget.
But I think, saying forgetting is not feasible is against my Christian beliefs too, because I think it is because God has forgotten the person I used to be that he is able to love me the way that he is, love me the way that he does, if that makes sense. Because if he held the things I did against me, or he kept in mind the things that I did, I don't think grace would be as great as it is. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think grace would even be a thing if it meant not forgetting, if it meant remembering. I think the slate is wiped clean.
Yes, you are clean in his eyes.
It's very difficult for us to do it as human beings, but I think that's the example that we should follow.
I don't think the being clean in his eyes and being washed, with God, being clean and being washed clean, is you never did that in the first place.
Exactly. Is that not forgetting?
For him, you never did that in the first place, It's a thing of you just never did it. There was nothing to forget. You never did it. But then that's the thing, ne? That's God's grace. It's not my grace to give. It's God's grace. I'm not here to give people grace. I'm here to tell people about God and say, yo, here's a God that will give you grace. I'm not here because then that's bringing grace into my hands and to my power. And that's why you think you are in charge of someone's Christian journey. There's nothing to do with you. Yeah. You bringing them to church is enough. What they do after that has nothing to do with you. Because then you are making God's power your power. You think you are God. That's thinking you're God to a certain extent. I don't think I give people grace. To be honest, I genuinely don't think that I'm the one who exalts people.
Well, grace is not an exaltation.
I don't think I'm the one who exalts people and washes them clean. I'm not in charge of that.
I think we can do one more question. Our time is well spent. Yeah. Guys, how much time do we have left? Or how much time are we on?
1 hour, 5 minutes.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do one more question.
Was it me who asked or you asked? You can ask. I don't know. I asked.
Guys,
there's so many questions. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys, there's so many questions. Y'all are going through a lot. My boyfriend is abusive. He wants to get help. He has temperature anger, TM anger. I don't know what TM anger means, but I love him. What does she wanna do? I wanna be there for him because he acknowledges that he needs help. He's never gotten physical. How is he abusive? Emotionally abusive?
Maybe.
And he wants to get help. Why isn't he getting help? Why is he still in the wanting stage?
Good question. I think loving somebody is not reason enough for you to nurse them through their abusive behavior. Love them enough to let them get help in your absence. If they love you, they'll get that help in return. Helped. That's my answer.
Yeah, I think you can... Being there for someone does not mean being in a relationship with them, like a romantic relationship with them, You can be there for him in a sense of you acknowledge, it's that thing of let me give you your time. Let me let you get that help, I'm not angry at you. I'm not thinking if you need once in a while to get a coffee, and talk about it, I'm here for you. but I'm not in a relationship with you. You know, that's how you can be there for that person. Because being in a relationship with them is not going to help you in any way. Like, that's why I say you cannot take people's problems into your hands. Give them to God. You can't even hold your own problems in your hands. You know? So don't make his healing journey and his thing your goal and your accomplishment. You know? You're going to only hurt yourself doing that. Let God.
I think that one is concise. I think we can do one more. Sure. Okay. How do you maintain, Seto is asking, how do you maintain your modesty as a lady of this generation? I think modesty is a chat that I wanted to have for a very long time. Unfortunately, we only have maybe about 5 minutes left. But the point that I want to make about modesty is that it's more so for yourself than it is for anybody else. It's more so a reflection of your respect for yourself as well, and how much you value the person that you present yourself as. Does that make sense? So it's not about combating the male gaze or being viewed as more desirable. Modesty is centrally a matter of the heart, and so the way that you dress must reflect your intentions. And your intention is not to seduce anybody, so don't dress in a way that seduces anyone. Your intention is not to cause people to sin, so don't dress in a manner that causes people to sin. Your intention is not for men to lust over your body or whatever the case may be, so don't dress in a manner that reflects that. Dress in a manner that reflects the modest state of your heart. And I think how you stay modest, or how you stay modest in heart and in expression, is the community that you have. Particularly my partner helps me stay modest. When I leave the house and I'm about to, go somewhere and I want to show him what I'm wearing, he will tell me this is a bit revealing, or in a loving, caring manner, not in a possessive, I don't want them to see. No, you have people in your community that will let you know that the skirt is too short, or the shirt is showing a bit too much cleavage, you got a whole lot of side boob going on. Accountability partners are really good. And I think the more that... I think modesty is a great way to express your beauty in other ways. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever felt more confident than when I was modestly dressed, because I'm not too worried about having to, fix my skirt the whole time or close my top the whole time. There's a lot of confidence that oozes from you when you are so sure about what you're wearing and when you're comfortable in what you're wearing as well. So what?
Also, modesty does not necessarily also mean revealing clothing. Wearing luxurious brands, the Gucci, the Gucci.
You're about to shake the net with this one.
That also is not modest in God's eyes. Yes, there's scripture about it.
Okay.
Like, do not adorn yourself in jewels and meaning don't wear your wealth type of thing, Like,
I'm gonna disagree with that.
But there's scripture.
Yes, but the context of that scripture.
The thing is, like, there was a journey I was going on, right? When I was trying to define modesty for myself.
Yes.
So when you said that it's a reflection of your heart, that's what it literally was about, like your heart, So there's nothing wrong in loving your gold and making yourself look nice. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it's wrong when it becomes vain and vanity.
Yes, there we go.
That's when it becomes wrong. That's what I was getting into. Okay. So if you're wearing the Gucci head to toe, not because it's just a clothing item and you like how it looks, you're wearing it so that you are proud about it, it's pride. You're no longer humble. Humility. You have lost your humility. That is not modest in scripture as well.
Oh, okay. You hit the nail on the head. I'm so sorry I interrupted you.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I think I need to explain.
Yeah.
Because my opening line
the opening line is so good. And I was immediately like, whoa.
Wait a minute. No, I was getting
those opening lines catch us every time. I think they're great for snippets. Yes. Shout out to her.
But then that's the thing. I'm dragged for the opening line. Please, let me explain my point.
But you don't want to let the opening line go, dude.
Okay. The thing is, it's just okay, there's explanation behind it. Okay, yeah, but then that's what I was about to get into in regards to modesty. I loved how Caiah explained it so beautifully. It's your heart, So that's what modesty is, your heart.
Yeah.
I don't think if your heart is in a good place and you're not wearing shorts this size or this size, ne? Yeah, or wearing shorts and you're not wearing them, you're wearing them because it's hot. Guys, in Venda, you cannot catch me in Venda wearing like this.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Do you know that heat? You will see me in my dress.
Yeah.
You know? And it's because even there, it's not, I'm not sexualized there and everything like that because it's the norm because of the heat. There's nothing we can do about that. You know? Can't be wearing corsets like in England. It's Africa.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah. That is, modesty is just a reflection of your heart. Hit it on the nail with that.
Also, I think that closes off our Q&A episode. I really enjoyed that. I just hope next time we're able to sift through the questions easier. There's so many questions, but I do think this will be a thing we do frequently.
Yes. I think, to be fair, we will keep the batch of questions you guys kept. And then if you guys really loved the segment, because I also feel like it allows us to tackle more things at once. Yeah. And then if something is too broad for one episode, like so many other things we said right now, you guys can tell us, no, we want to hear more of this. Then we'll have it as its own long topic. Okay. Yeah.
Also, as part of our memberships, we'll be answering even more of these questions, maybe the more juicier ones that you guys are really anticipating to hear answers for. We have that on memberships. Memberships is 149 Rand 99. Super thanks is 19 Rand 99. The memberships is where you get to see exclusive content, extra 30 minutes of us chatting and other stuff. Our merch drops are going to be exclusive that side also. I think, announcing our merch drops is going to happen that side first. So all of the premium information, all of the exclusive information is on that side. And we're looking into, I know we've promised this before, but we do want to do vlogs and all of that stuff. That's over on memberships. Do you want to do the cues?
So you know what to do. You gotta subscribe, like, comment, share. Yeah, what else? Turn your notifications on. Post notifications on. Yeah, you gotta do that.
And we'll see you guys next week, Monday at 3 p.m. Bye.